Welcome back to the City Current Radio Show. I'm your host, Jeremy Park. Once again, we're coming at you from our home studios because we want to make sure that everyone is safe and healthy. So we get to talk a lot about technology, mentorship, and how we can still stay connected, obviously, given everything that's taking place. And so we are honored to be joined by the co-founders of CareerQuo. We have Derek Reeves and also, too, Vinky Mandapati. How are you two doing?
I'm doing very well today.
Great.
So
and we're so happy to talk about.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, it's really cool on your end because you are providing a solution. You're providing a solution for all of us to stay connected, but you know, in a world where we live on connectedness, but also mentorship and guidance, you're allowing us to still obviously virtually be able to still move forward and create those connections and the momentum. So let's start. You're a Memphis-based startup, but obviously you're running at this point. So give us a little bit of background for starting CareerQuo.
Well, I grew up in this part of the country and spent some time up in the Northeast. And along the way, when I've needed help, there's been somebody there for me. There's been countless people that have helped me and helped me and helped me. Once I got older and older, I realized that mentors are a very important part of life. So Vinky and we got together and we thought, well, why don't we make this platform available for everyone to receive help, the kind of help we've gotten as we grew up, as we have needed help, people that have been there for us.
Vinky, give us a little bit on your end when you talk about starting this and what it means in terms of opportunities to stay connected. Give us a little bit of your perspective.
Yeah, absolutely. So just to give you a little bit of background about my story, I came to Memphis back in 2015 as a graduate student here at University of Memphis. And since then, when I came to Memphis, Memphis has really changed my life. And one of the main reasons for being where I am today is because of so many mentors who really cared for me and showed me the path for success. And one of my mentor is Derek Reeves. As you can see, when we got connected, while going to school here at the University of Memphis, I got a great opportunity to work as an intern at AutoZone. That's where I met a great mentor like Derek. And when I initially had this dream of helping people, connecting virtually and getting help, and he immediately got connected. Vinky, this is a great idea. And I see we can help lots of students, not just here in Memphis, but across the globe. And we immediately had this idea of and vision of helping so many students and people who need help. And without waiting for any more time, we just got it off the ground and started talking to lots of users who need help, trying to really understand what their pain points are. And that's how we kickstarted almost a couple of years ago.
So then describe how when you frame CareerQuo and how it works. And obviously we're talking about using technology as a platform, but to be able to still obviously mentor, stay connected, help each other grow. So go ahead and talk about how it works.
So the need has always been there for mentoring. What I've learned along the way is that I found there are so many people that do not have someone to help them through any challenges that they have going on in their life. I couldn't imagine what that's like, but now finding out that that's true for many, many lives, what we've done is just made it easy. We found that people will help, people will talk to one another no matter what's going on if you just make it easy for them. If you make it very easy and you make it safe, then people will talk and they'll help in this way. So that's what we've done. We've made it that way. In fact, we've made it free now. It used to be for a fee, but we realized that with the current crisis that it is much, much better. You reach more people with more help by offering free mentorships. And the coaches on our platform had no problem with that. The coaches love it. They're just waiting for people to reach out to them and to talk to them, whether it's a challenge in your schooling. Now you have schools that, you have to have classes from home and no classes at all. Or if it's a challenge with your career, many, many people right now are losing jobs. So, we're being impacted by that in my family. And was it just a challenge in life, what to think about everything that's going on? there are hundreds of people right now that are willing to talk to you, that would love to just kind of help you through this.
So you've got it on both sides. You have people who are kind of the coaches on one side, and then you have those and the mentors, and then you have others who are basically signing onto the platform to be able to tap into that advice, that guidance. And so
Yes.
share kind of how it works in terms of accessing, for one, obviously the website where to go, and then two is how it works in terms of taking that next step of creating kind of a profile, so to speak, and then how do you start accessing the magic?
Yeah, so to add to what Derek has mentioned, anyone can simply sign up on CareerQuo.com, and they can connect to somebody who is willing to help in 5 simple steps. Number one, they can simply go onto the website and sign up either as a player or a coach, and they can simply, the next step is going to select their field of interest or the area that they needed help with. There are hundreds of coaches who from different areas who are experts and wanted to share their expertise with people who are needing help in that specific domain. Number three, they can simply go to these coaches' profiles and also look at their schedule. So coaches also put their schedule whenever they're available. And number four, you can simply select the type of session, whether it is a career mentoring, whether it is just in your life or just networking. So you have number of session types that you can select that you wanted help with a particular coach. Once you select the type of session that you wanted or interested in, you can simply schedule a session. So in simple 5 steps, you would be able to like get help whatever you need.
Nice. So basically you've got the player or the coach, and so you can sign up on either track. Then for the coaches, based on kind of their skill sets and their availability, then the players can access that and then kind of create that opportunity to interact and ask all those questions and dive in. But obviously your point based on kind of what they need, whether it's career or life coaching or career coaching, and then you get to dive into that specialization based on obviously the coach's availability. So obviously very interactive, but also extremely efficient and easy to access.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Give us a little bit of a teaser of some of the, either the life side, the career side, either one, but just some of the main topics. When you talk about the coaches and the opportunities, what do some of those, Derek, you mentioned on your end, the fact that many are now in a job transition. So that's going to be a big one. I've got to think helping with everything from resumes to interviews to how do you network in a virtual environment now versus a physical environment. So there's probably a lot of coaching around that. So talk about just some of the different topics, so to speak, that the coaches are really covering.
So I'll give you two examples. So the first is what you mentioned, career. If you have an interview coming up at a company and you can find a coach, someone that already works there, and this has happened several times on our platform already, where you reach out to someone that works there, do a practice interview, and you can go in and ace that interview. I can't promise you'll ace it for everyone, but this is what we've heard. For example, here in Memphis, an interview at FedEx is totally different than an interview at AutoZone, which is most likely totally different than an interview at International Paper. So I give you another use case with the COVID-19. Here's how nonprofits are using it. So nonprofits who have participants that they serve in the community, they can be school-age kids or those who are young adults or older adults. They're struggling for ways to keep in contact with them. So what they're doing now is signing themselves up as advisors and counselors on CareerQuo, and they're getting their clients to sign up as players, and they're connecting with them. So this gives their clients the ability to see them online, schedule time with them when they need help or advice from them as a nonprofit. So this is the way it's being used now in the current crisis.
Nice. Switch gears a little bit, but talk about being a Memphis-based startup in terms of just what that's like in Memphis in terms of tapping into this kind of entrepreneurial spirit here in the Mid-South. And, when you talk about coaching and mentorship and guidance, talk about it from that vantage point for you two, even as professionals of, just what the ecosystem is here and how that's helped or kind of furthered the cause of everything you're doing.
Absolutely, I think Memphis has a great opportunity to build startups, and especially for the last couple of years, I'm also a graduate student here at University of Memphis, and that really helped me to like really build the prototype. And especially, I'm also a resident at Cruise Center for Entrepreneurship here at University of Memphis. That's where it all started 2 years ago. It was a yearly pitch competition at University of Memphis, and I had the opportunity to actually present this idea to lots of judges here at University of Memphis. And when I won the first place in 2018, that really boosted my confidence to really take the idea to the next level. So since then, we also got selected for the an accelerator in Arkansas called Delta I Fund, where we got lots of great mentors who really helped us to build a prototype. And then last year, I got the opportunity to represent University of Memphis at various national and international competitions as a graduate student. And we won lots of competitions last year, and also representing University of Memphis at University of Oregon, Brigham Young University, and University of Mississippi. Going through these competitions and hearing a lot from judges have really helped us to hone the lot of entrepreneurial skills that we needed at that time. Not only just building the prototype, but also hearing from people who have experience in that specific domain. And also, we interviewed more than 200 students and also more than 50 universities and community colleges. And we heard from students, educators, um, and like different users that we wanted to help on our platform. And after hearing lots of feedback, we continuously pivoted our idea several times. And in the last few months, we identified a very big opportunity, especially helping students who are with diverse backgrounds to be able to use our platform as the opportunity to connect with people and help them in their career as well as in school.
And I think that's the way I look at this thing too, is people help people, right? And so, think about it from if you're a first generation college student, there's a huge learning curve of just whether it's applying for financial assistance to just where do I go? How do I interact? What do I get involved in? And so to be able to tap into a network of other people who are caring and supportive and encouraging, and they can help on that side. And then as we're talking about, obviously, with what's going on and everything, to be able to stay connected psychologically and kind of help, but then also too with career. And for those who are going through in transition now, there's so many ways that this really can be such a huge, powerful resource. But to your point, even as entrepreneurs, still helping other entrepreneurs and other businesses, and
Absolutely,
continuing to
yes.
push this on all sides so that we can all grow and learn and share, but also to get through this together. So talk about what's next. I mean, when you look at obviously the situation we're in, you're providing that for free, which we greatly appreciate. As we normalize, and hopefully things will normalize, hopefully soon. What are your goals with CareerQuo? So look out and project, 2 years, 3 years. What do you hope that this becomes?
Well, let me start with the present day first of all. So I would say, on top of everything we've said, the time to give back is now. Uh, so people are basically at home, for most of us who are not non-essential. So this is a way to give back from home to help others who are hurting. So we definitely want to emphasize that, how it can be scary, um, it can feel isolating. You can be afraid at home, or you can kind of feel closed off. But now is a time, I would say, for me personally and for others, is a time to be grateful. If they say, hey, people are hurting, if you're not one of the ones that are suffering from this, be grateful, show you're not just thinking of yourself. And actually, this is a way to do that, to actually get online and put yourself out there to help others. And to really, it's a time to reflect inside, to say, for each one of us to say, what is God putting on my heart to do? And is this a way that I can do whatever God is putting on my heart? So this is the opportunity that we're offering by making it for free. So I'll let Vinky talk about our vision, but I just really wanted to talk about what's going on right now and how we're helping.
Yeah, very well said and very important. Vink, you talk about where you want to take this thing in the future.
Yeah, so as we all know, we believe that talent is equally distributed, but opportunity is not. One of our
Mhm.
biggest mission for CareerQuo in the next years that are coming, because we wanted to build opportunity for everyone, equal opportunity across the globe. We wanted to start here in Memphis, but wanted to grow exponentially into different parts of the globe and help everybody and give opportunity for everybody. So that's our biggest mission. And especially looking at how things are going for the last few months, we are seeing lots of great opportunities. We are starting with nonprofits and universities and colleges. We ultimately wanted to grow into as I mentioned, we definitely wanted to grow into areas where people thinking about getting help, they should be able to come to CareerQuo and get help whatever they needed for their life or career. So that's our biggest mission, that we wanted to give back to the community in every way possible through our virtual platform.
Yeah, I love it. So wrap up and tell listeners and obviously those viewing on YouTube and everywhere else where we post this video, but tell them where to go. So website again, where do we go? Social media, phone numbers. How do we get in touch? How do we start taking advantage of these opportunities?
We are at careerquo.com. That's careerquo, like status quo.com. And you can contact us. The email address is contact@careerquo.com. That is contact@careerquo.com. And I'll say this, the world is crying out right now to really come together. And so this is a way for us to come together and to help one another.
I
So we
agree.
really thank you for this opportunity.
Well, make sure everyone go to careerquo.com and make sure and take advantage of the opportunities. Derek, Vinky, thank you for all you do and for coming on the show. Greatly appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Jeremy.